on the crochet wheel stitch today, and I'm going to be working in increments of 7. Okay, going to be working in increments of 7. Okay, so I'm attaching a slip knot to the crochet hook. I'm using a size J10 6mm crochet hook. And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm hoping this comes out close. It should. And so what I'm going to do here is, okay, let me do one more. One more. 1, 2. No, let's not. That's probably good enough. Okay, so I need to do one more stitch. Okay, which is, now we're going to turn and we're going to work a single crochet just like that, and I'm going to work 7 double crochet through each chain, but I'm going to leave the loop, the last loop, on the stitch. So I'm just pulling through like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm kind of pulling them up like that so they're even. 5, 6, and 7, just like that. Yarn over, pull through all the loops at the same time like that, and this is what we get. We get this fan stitch right here. You see that? This little fan stitch. Chain 1, and then work. You can do chain 1 or 2. If you crochet tight, you might want to do a chain 2. This part I like tight in the center. Did I already do my okay, so now work a single crochet, and we're going to do the same thing again. So what I'm going to do is the same thing, yarn over. We're doing 7, and we're leaving the last loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull through 2. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We've got our 7th one here, just like this. We're working on the wheel stitch. Now yarn over, pull through all the loops on the hook just like that, chain to secure, and I do want it tight like that. So we've got what looks like 2 upside down shells right now. That's what we've got. So I'm going to chain 1 kind of loose, and over here I'm going to work a single crochet right there. I'm just working it in that last stitch. So you can see it is a little bit, the stitches do curve a little bit. That's perfectly normal. That's going to be perfectly normal here for anything that you do with crochet. Okay, so we're going to carry on here, and I'm going to do the same thing again. We're doing 7. And see, crochet is very forgiving when it comes down to things that we do, because of the fact that if we screw up, we can add in extra stitches now. We do that all the time. And so we can just plop a stitch in here or there and make it work. And so we've got, okay, I've got 4 there. 4, 5, 6, and 7. So we've got our 7th one here. I know this might be a challenging stitch if you're just starting out. And now I'm going to chain 1 to get over here and work my single crochet in the last stitch just like that. So we've got 3 now. And they are curling up a little bit. That's perfectly normal right there. Perfectly normal. Okay, so, okay, we're going to do 1, 2, and if you're making a baby afghan, this is a very time-consuming stitch. 3, and it is possible to do this stitch and make a hat. I've done it before. You can make a hat out of this stitch, and you can increase. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. This is our last stitch. Yarn, okay, yeah, okay, I've got so how many loops do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's, I guess we got 9 on each one of them. Pull through all the loops, yarn over, secure. So we've got it nice and tight. So we've got 4 upside down shells here. And chain 1, single crochet. You know, it looks to me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've only got 5 left at the end. What did I do wrong? I've only got 5 left here at the end. So you know what I'm going to do? This is common for me to end up. It's very common for me to end up with chains left over at the end. So I'm just going to leave them right here. And I'm going to turn now. And we're going to work on the top part of our stitch here. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to work a chain 1 on the side, single crochet, and through the center, our center loop right here, we are going to be doing 7 double crochet. That's 1, and this is how we get the wheel. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So we've got 7 stitches. Now in the previous single crochet, I'm going to work a single crochet. So you see, we've got a great big gargantuan sized wheel here now. You see that? Giant wheel. Now we're going to work 7 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll get it here. I have to unwind some of my yarn. 6 and 7. We got 7. Now we're going to work a single crochet right in there like that. So we've got 2. Pretty, oh, it almost looks like orange sunglasses, doesn't it? Sort of does. Looks like orange sunglasses. Or a bikini top. You know, if you got a doll this size, you could make a bikini top for your dolly. You know. Okay, so we're going to be working 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, just like that. Now, if you're someone who likes doing bookmarks, this would be a cool bookmark with thread as well. Just this by itself would be a cool bookmarker. But I'd use thinner yarn though, because thread is what I would recommend though. Now I do have a little bit, I know you people will comment about this down here, the little hole down here. We can put on an edging of single crochet later on. Or, oh, let me show you. I'll show you how to fix it right now, actually. I don't want to undo all of them. Now, if you don't like this little hole down here, which is the chain, this is all we have to do. We can go through here like this. Let's see. We still end up with a hole. And that's not going to make some of us happy. So we're just going to go around it like this. And now we don't have a hole anymore. Do you see that? So right here, we don't have a hole, and right here we do have a hole. So if we're that impatient that we can't wait until we finished and put an edging on it to cinch in all these little holes, we can fix it right now and just go around the chain like that and completely get rid of the hole altogether. Keeping in mind that with crochet, we have all kinds of holes in everything that we do. Everything is holy. So it's holy and blessed, and you know, so that it is what it is. Okay, so I'm working on my last stitch here, and I'm going to be doing 7 double crochet. That's 1. Let me make sure I went through the center. Yep, I sure did. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. Oh, look what we've got. Wait. Okay, internet. This is where you have been a bad influence on me for the past 20 years that I've been on YouTube. Okay. We got a Pac-Man. Do you see Pac-Man here? We got, it almost looks like a snake. Oh, that's a cool snake, though. If you're someone who likes making silly stuff like I do sometimes, or we could put an eyeball on there, and we have got a cool looking. Oh my goodness. I almost wanted to stop my live stream right now and take a picture of this because it makes a really cool looking snake. Or Pac-Man. Okay, let's stop playing with our work. We're too old to be doing this. We've been told that. You're too old to be doing this. You're too old to be on the internet, for crying out loud. Get off the internet and go do something productive with your life. Go sit in a rocking chair on the front porch and rot away, never to be heard from again. You're too old to be on the internet, for crying out loud. You're too old. Okay. Hello, Croc. Oh, Croc Brothers. I know Croc. Why did Croc Brothers keep coming up? It was popping up in my brain yesterday. Okay, so we have put it all together there, just like that, our wheel stitch. And so I'm going to turn. And now you're probably wondering, how in the world are we going to make an afghan out of that? What are we going to do with the sides, right? I was wondering the same thing myself. But we can do this. This is crochet engineering. And it's your project. You can do anything you want to do. So if so my generation, we're old. We know we're old. We don't need people on the internet to tell us we're old every day. I mean, my philosophy is a baby that's born is old because it's a day old. It's 24 hours old, right? Right. Okay, we've got that clear. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to work a chain 2. Oh, I like to do a chain 1 or chain 2. So I've got 7 stitches I need to work with. I want to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so this is where I can screw up royally and end up with too many stitches. So 2, 3, 4. So this is going to be my center stitch here. And I only need 3 on the side. So I'm going to do, let's hope I don't mess up too much. Yeah, this has to be a stitch. So I'm going to work a double crochet 1, and we're doing the same thing. We're making a half shell 2. Uh-oh, I messed up there. We're making a half shell on the side. 3, 4. Okay, so we've made a half shell here, Okay, so you see how that works? Actually, that makes a nice cat ear too. Okay, so 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I'm going to work a single crochet right here. This is what, and this is what I need right there, like that. You know what I'm going to do? I need to loosen it up, actually. I need to work a chain and then a chain 1 to loosen it up. And then I'm going to work a single crochet right there like that in the center. There, that's a little bit better because I need it. I need my center hole to be kind of more over to the side. I don't want it tugged in too much or it gets puckery. And those of us in crochet, we know we don't like puckering at all. That's something that's going to drive most of us insane with the puckering. Even though it's normal, puckering is perfectly normal. But the puckering does happen. The puckering happens on the Tunisian crochet. That's normal. So we have puckering. And so even this down here, this considered puckering. Puckering is very common in crochet. So, but we know, I say that knowing that it's something that comes up all the time. So let me work down this first side. We're going to do 3, 1, 2, and 3. And 4. Now we're working through the single crochet right there. 5, 6, and 7. So this is going to give us 3 full stitches this time. So because we had to offset them, we had to offset the stitches on the side here. And so I'm going to make a loop and then one more chain. Then I'm going to work a single crochet and then work 1, 2, 3. Did I do too much? Did I miss one? I messed up somehow. Oh no, I've only got 3. Okay. 3, 4. Hadby is calling me fake. Why are you calling me fake? Are you implying that I'm artificial intelligence? I want to thank you so much for thinking AI can do this. 4, 5, 6, and 7. You're calling me fake. Fake me. What are you talking about, fake me? Let's hash this out here right now. What are you talking about? You know, you're someone who's trying to start a little bit of drama or something like that. That's what I'm seeing. You've got some drama going on in your life. Oh, Hadby, fake you, fake you. What is that supposed to mean? You want me to make some fake crochet? I mean, what I see is there are some legacy media people who are having a great big hissy fit coming on the internet right now. And they need a hug. Yes, they need a hug for some reason. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this one is going to be offset a little bit, I think, 7, because I might not have done my math quite right, and that's just normal for me to not do my math quite right. I mean, if you didn't know better, you'd actually think I was like some kind of a corporation or something, which I'm not. Okay, so we did a single crochet. Now I've got a hole there. I don't really like that hole very well, but it's perfectly normal. And so we've got puckering going on. Do you see the puckering? That's perfectly normal. Okay, so, no, I don't want to do that actually. I'm going to work down the side here. Yeah, no, I don't want to do that. I am flattered that you think I'm fake and you think I'm AI. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so we've got pull through all the loops and pull, and this is what we end up with. Look at that, pretty cool, huh? Even though we've got some puckering going on, we've got a lot of puckering going on. And so we have to deal with it. Maybe I need to call it the pucker gan. It's a pucker gan. You know, because people are always, I mean, look at how much puckering we've got going on here. This is horrible. It's just terrible. It's turning up into a bowl and it's too tight. And I made my first row so entirely too tight here. Good grief. You would think if you've been crocheting for 43 years, you would think that you would know how to fix this by now. Oh my gosh, are you brain rot? Is that why they're calling you fake you? You're brain rot. Everything on the internet is rotten and horrible for people. Okay, let's move on to the next row here. Okay, so we've got 1.5 rows. We need to complete the rest of this row here. And so we're going to take it on up and okay, I just like doing a chain 1 and I'm going to do 4 in here. 4 double crochet. 1. If I get too many or too little, I fix it later. I add stitches in, I subtract stitches if I got too many in, you know, so I just fix it as I go. I'm kind of like the planet Earth, and I've said this before. I've said this on my original YouTube channel. You know, I mean, the planet Earth is not perfect when it comes to rotation now, is it? Now we've got a little Pac-Man feature going on here on the side again. Do you see that? We've got a little Pac-Man going on there. Okay, so we're going to get full stitches done this time. We're going to get 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, now let's do a single crochet right here. Now, do you see what we have going on? Look at that. Okay, but I don't like this hole. And if I don't like this hole, I know the rest of you are not going to like that hole. So let's pull it out. We're doing a live stream, so we've got plenty of time, right? Let's see what we can do to fix this hole right here, because that's going to become a big problem. This little hole right here. Okay, let's see if we can't do something to fix this hole right here, because it's too big of a hole. We need a smaller hole. Hello. I can't read your name here. Let me zoom in. Rolfin. Riffin or something? Rolfin. I know. Hello. Hello. Hadby. Your comment just didn't show up on my, let me see here. It showed up on my, I've got to do my, no, I don't want to do the filter. Yes, I do want to do the filter for all messages. Hadby, I'll tell you right now, you did not show up on my phone. You didn't show up on my phone. You showed up on desktop, but you didn't show up on my phone. So I can see you on desktop, laptop, but I don't see you on the phone. And okay, so we're going to go through here and we are going to work a single crochet and see if we can't cinch this up and get rid of the hole. Oh, we did! Look, we got rid of the hole. Your name is Rojan, like Trojan. Srojan or Trojan? You said your name is Trojan, like a Trojan horse? Is that what you are, a Trojan horse? And Aldana Barano Squaw. Oh, you love crocheting. Okay. Well, that's nice. Get all your friends to subscribe to me, and then I can go over 1,000 subscribers. I think that would be awesome sauceum. Chicken pox rock socks. Okay, so let's do 7 double crochet. 1, 2. Yeah, get all, I mean, yeah, if you can, hit me up over 1,000,000, 2,000,000. I think that would be great. You know, several 100 million or billion, a trillion. Do we have a trillion people in this? I don't know that a trillion seems realistic. We could get trillions of views, but I don't know if we're over trillions of people. Oh, you speak Polish. Okay. Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so are you using Google Translate to translate your language? I'm working on a wheel stitch. Do you see the wheels here? Now they're kind of blended in because I'm just using one color, but I'm working, it's called a wheel stitch. And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. Oh, I crocheted that one a little bit tighter than the other ones. Oh, goodness. Okay, so now I got to put it down and take a look at it. Okay. That looks pretty good, actually. It does. It looks pretty good. This is normal on the side here. I always ended up with a little V in there like that. It kind of looks like a heart, actually. You usually make plushies. Yeah, I've not been one to make plushies. You know, I used to at one time, and I gave them all away. If they were going to be in a project or something, but they're not something I can actually sell. You know, I know you use the terminology plushie all the time, but you know, and there's these people who are saying they go to markets and make all this big money, but I always question that all the time. I have been crocheting for 43 years, I believe. 43 years. Yeah, 43 years. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, so let's work a single crochet. Now this is probably a more challenging stitch, you know, for, oh, that's really pretty. Look what happens when we lay it down and we get rid of the pucker. So we have to have a little bit of patience with ourselves here. Look how pretty that is. It's actually really pretty when you look at it like that. That's how it's supposed to look. Oh, you're going to leave? Okay, goodbye. Thank you for stopping by. Okay, so now I'm going to work 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Now I'm going to work a chain 1 and turn. Okay, so now I've got the little V here thing on the side, and this is why I add. I'm trying to make my side straight, but if there is, maybe I mean, the only thing I do is just work a row of single crochet on the edge. Well, you know what else I could do too, actually, is on the edge what I've done on the edge before is, for the edging, is to carry this stitch. And so, like, for example, when it's done, I've actually taken and made a, okay, I'll show you what I do right now. Let's say I'm done, because I've been on here, well, I've been on here 30 minutes. That's a fair amount of time. Okay, so let's say I'm done with my edging, because the shell is actually going to work on the edging, and I'm doing one color with this. So if I decide that, so I've got 4, okay, how many, let's just do 5. 1, let's see if this works. 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're pretending right now that this is a complete afghan. We're saying that this afghan is completely done. Okay, so I am going to work a single crochet right here. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you, this is what I do every time when I'm working this into an afghan. Okay, so that's done right there. We're calling it done. And so that's what I would do with every stitch across the edge then, is work the wheel stitch along the edge. So now I'm going to go up here though, and I don't have a larger swatch, but if I did, I would show you the whole thing. Okay, so I'm just going to work single crochet 1, 2, I'm working them as loose as I can, 3, 4, okay, why has chat become disconnected? The chat has become disconnected. Okay. Okay. Okay, we should be hooked back up again. Okay. 5, 6, 7. Now, if you don't want to have anything that's too bulky down here, you can actually work a slip stitch down here. That's what you can do, is work a slip stitch like this. So instead of working a single crochet, if you want your curves to be more defined, just work a slip stitch on the last row. And so I'm going to continue on around. We're working in the chain here. And so we're doing 1, 2, actually I made my chain too tight is what I did. 3, 4, 5, 6. I missed a stitch somewhere, so let's add an extra one in here. We're going to add an extra one in there. 7, and then a slip stitch, because I don't want the edges to actually be too tight. And so when I'm doing this, okay, see how they lay down nice and flat now? It looks pretty darn good. If I don't say so myself, it looks pretty darn good right there. Okay, I want to keep going around because we've got enough time here. I'm only at 33 minutes. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 'Oopsie, messing up here. Okay, slip stitch right here, like that. Okay. Oh, that looks nice. Oh, that looks really nice right there. Okay. So the thing I'll say is just don't be hard on yourself when you're learning crochet. There's no reason to. But I do want to close up this hole right here because it's bugging the heck out of me. Okay, I'm going to make a long extended single crochet right there. See, every time I close up a hole, then I make another hole. That's all that happens. When I close up one hole to cinch it up, I make another hole. And so closing up the holes with crochet is just an endless battle. Okay, 1, 2, should we call them a hole or a space? I mean, both are fitting. Each time I try to close up a space, another space opens up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, now I'm around here. This is just going to get sewed in. I'm actually not going to sew it in though right now. That's something I would do later because I'm working on a swatch. Okay, so what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to work through this hole. Okay, let me see. Hang on a second here. So I got one here. Okay, 1, 2. Yeah, okay, so that's what I got. Okay, so I need to do through this hole, and I'm going to work down here. So I'm going to do 1, 2, hang on. Oh, I got to pull out some of my yarn. I got to pull out some yarn. Three, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, now we're going to work a single crochet right here. Right in here somewhere is where we put our single crochet. We just find a little space like that. Did I mess up? I think I did. It looks like I messed up. Wait a second. That doesn't look right. Okay. Okay, so you guys are closed up. So how did I screw up here? Okay, so let me do, so I've got 1, 2, there's one there and one there. And so maybe I need to just join this right here and make it look good. Oh, that looks good. We've got a supersized circle there now. Do you see that? That's how it's going to be. Okay, that actually fits. Okay, so now we are going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Just like that. Whoopsie, jumped right off the hook. The hook, you just jumped right off. The yarn just jumped right off. Now we're going to work a single crochet like that. Okay, and we should be done. And we have got a mess here. I messed up royally somehow there, because I really need to have the one over here. Now, how am I going to get out of this? Because this is not right. I just look like I'm a beginner and, and I don't know what I'm doing here. That's what it looks like. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. Good grief. Couldn't you make your videos more professional? I'm thinking you've been crocheting for 43 years. You should be a better teacher than this. You really should be. Okay. That's not going to be right. That ain't going to work. It does look like a chicken, though. Doesn't it look like a little chicken here? Like a little chicken eye right there? No, that can't be right. That can't be right. No, we're going to have to rip that out. We're going to have to frog it here. and go back over here. And we're going to have to do what we were trying to do before, and that just, and it's just not working. Okay, so we've accomplished getting a straight edge here. We have a straight edge, but we need to get it looking like this down here, right there and there. We need to have two of them. So this means that right here where this chain is coming out, what we need to do is work 7 single crochet. Okay, let's see if we can do this the right way. For crying out loud, you've been crocheting that many years and you don't know what the hell you're doing. You don't know how to write patterns. You're not professional. You're terrible. Okay, 1. Actually, I do know how to write patterns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, so let's work a single crochet right there, and then we're going to do, I shouldn't have done this on the side. What should I have done differently? I'm going to have a hole there though. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's go through one of these down there. 5, 6, and 7. Okay, now let's work a single crochet. Now let's work a slip stitch. Okay, we're going to work, oh my gosh, that looks better. It actually looks better, but somehow we screwed up right here. We did something wrong right here. That's what it looks like. I know what I did wrong. Oh, I know what's going on. Okay, so it looks messed up because of the fact that I have single crochet right here and I don't up here. That's what's wrong. So there's nothing wrong with what let me add single crochet on. Okay, so I would go on around and do single crochet over here, but I would have to cut this part right here. Okay, so let's do this and see what happens. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I kind of forgot that I put, you see how the single crochet actually make the stitches look larger, and then it confuses me because I kind of forget that I'm putting the edging on. Okay, slip stitch. I got a slip stitch there, and okay, and slip stitch. Okay, so you see what we got right there? And so this is the edge. That looks a whole lot better. That looks a whole lot better there. Now you can still see we've got a little edge, a little divot right there, because what I would need to do then is continue on around down this edge right there and work more. Why don't I do this? I'm going to save my yarn and I'm going to reuse it. But what I'm going to do right now, I'm just going to make a chain right here, but I want to show you what the rest of it looks like, and I'm going to attach this through here, and I'm going to pull this on through, hoping that it kind of stays in place just enough for me to complete this demonstration. And so I'm going to pull this yarn up here. Okay, yeah, I want to pull it up here, and I'm going to attach it in right in here through here just to complete the demonstration. I don't want to pull it too tight. Okay. So I'm going to keep going on around so we see what the rest of this looks like. Right? Kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Oh, I should have done a slip stitch, but I didn't. See, that already looks a lot better right there. Looks a lot better. Okay, slip stitch or single crochet. It's up to you what you want to use. And see how we just did not get very far at all. In the hour we've been working on this, it's been 45 minutes. We didn't get very far. So you see how time consuming crochet is when it comes to selling things. So I know there's a lot of people who just think, oh my gosh, we can go out and sell this. And it's like, no. I mean, you can try to sell it. But, you know, for someone to make a living off of it, that's what we've told people, that it's not realistic to actually take it to a market and make a living doing it. And, you know, yeah, it's fun to go to a market and try to sell things. And, you know, but unless you can't make a living crocheting and selling things. You would have to have people who are interested in buying it. And by the time that you're done, okay, I've been working on this for an hour. So minimum wage in the United States is like $7.25 an hour. Nobody is going to pay for this. Who's going to pay for this? You know, so there's more value. I've always said this. There's more value in teaching than there is in selling related to crochet, because it's an art. And okay, let's keep going on around here. Okay, I need to stop though, because I think I already put an edging on right there. So I need to stop right about here. Yeah, right here is where let's do a slip stitch. See what we've got here. That looks pretty good. Actually, that looks really good. This part down here is a little bit more larger and puckered. So well, I don't know, is it? A little bit. So there's something, I think I might have got some extra stitches down here when I put this swatch together. But the premise of making the stitch is in here. You know, how it's done is in here. You know, even though I kind of messed up down here somewhere. I'm not sure exactly where I messed up. It almost looks like I've got an extra, I don't know. There's something here that I messed up with, and so that's kind of bugging me. I'm not going to take it apart though to see where I messed up. Or either that, or maybe I skipped something. I'm not sure. There's something I could have skipped. And so, you know, this is the thing when we talk about frogging and ripping. You know, this is, you know, you have to pull it out and figure out what went wrong. I mean, it looks really, really close. You see that? How it does. The size looks really, really close. Really close. So it's like, did I make a mistake or did I just crochet it looser? That's a possibility. Could be what I did, because this part is, yeah, this is the chain. So this part, I believe I crocheted looser, and this is common because we got the chain here that restricts the stitches from expanding out, and that's usually what happens. So that's why one of the recommendations is to use a larger crochet hook when you're making your chain so it's not tight, because I think the tight chain down here, even though we can't see it anymore, that might be the problem. I think that's probably is the problem. Yeah, now when I look at it here like this, that probably is the problem here, because this part looks kind of like it's curving up like that, and this part is looser. In here is my beginning chain, and that's why that happens. So that's probably all it is. But I would have more of an idea though, because when I'm putting the edging on, when the Afghan is complete, I'm not working with this small amount here either. So, but this just shows how you can put the edging on, a shell edging on your wheel stitch, and you end up with a scallop on the side. The scallop on the side. Kind of like scalloped potatoes. I always wondered how in the world did scalloped potatoes get their name? But I thought it was funny. Scallop, you've got a scallop stitch, you know, a shell, a scallop, which is a, you know, potatoes are, you know, when you use a potato peeler, they're kind of curvy. But, you know, there's so many words that are similar and the same. And, you know, you use them in different, you know, and shell, oh my goodness sakes. Shell is, we have seashells. Then we go off in the area of shell corporations, which, you know, I mean, we always had the gasoline station, the Shell gasoline station. But then shell corporations now, that is probably for another channel. The shell corporations, which, you know, have that money laundering and stuff like that. And I can go off on a huge diatribe about money laundering. I'm not going to do it here, though. But I just wanted to say that I can go there, and I have gone there, and I keep going there just about every day. Okay. Well, I think that's about it. Thank you for joining me, and hopefully you guys will subscribe and become future viewers and watchers of what I'm doing here with. I think I might do a little bit of drawing on this channel too. I'm not sure, but I kind of maybe want to do a little bit of drawing on here. You know, not just crochet. I think maybe a little bit of drawing, but I'm just not sure yet. I'm trying things out to see what works and what doesn't. You know, I've always, like I always said, it's like the internet's like throwing Jello on the wall. You try a whole bunch of, you know, you throw the Jello to the wall, you see what sticks, and then you find out it's a challenge. It's a big challenge. So, okay, there. But at least I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I have. Okay, well, I think that's it for now.